When I was 4 years old, my dad was going to a class and I wanted to go with him, and he told me no. So my 4-year-old brain, I concocted a plan that I was going to get in the back of the truck when he went to go leave, and then he'd get there and here I am in the back of the truck, and I didn't even think about the fact that when I got there, he'd probably have tore my tail up. Didn't think about that. This is actually what happened. He cranks his truck. I run behind it. I try to jump up on the tailgate. My knee slips and I go face down in the dirt, and he backs over me from head to toe. I remember my face being crammed into the ground, and the next thing I know, he has rolled me over. I am looking up at him. He's talking to me, hovering over me, and he's like, "Are you okay? Are you okay?" And I'm trying to tell him, "Don't touch me, it hurts. Don't touch me, it hurts," but I can't talk. I'm basically in shock. And they load me up on the ambulance. I remember them praying over me in the ambulance, and I don't remember a whole lot more after that, except waking up in the back of the car on the way home. But I was coughing up blood. By the time they got me to the ambulance or to the ER, checked me out, did all the tests, couldn't find where the blood was coming from, and I was perfectly fine. The only thing that was wrong with me is I had tire tracks in the back of my head for 2 weeks that eventually went away. Okay? Up until about 3 or 4 months ago, that was the biggest miracle of my life. That was the biggest testimony I had of the miraculous in my life. Now when I look back on that, it's nothing to me. It's nothing to me. It's still a major testimony of God's hand protecting me and keeping me, and yet it's still not the greatest miracle of my life. The greatest miracle of my life has been the utter and radical transformation that has happened on the inside of me because of God, in spite of me. The work of the Holy Spirit, how I am no longer the same. That is the biggest miracle of my life, hands down. And I say that in genuineness and sincerity. I mean it 1,000%. That miracle of me over me when I was 4 years old, that's an amazing miracle. But the regenerative life that the Holy Spirit gives us when we understand the gospel in its fullness and the love of God for us, that even though we were still sinners, He died for us. And the miracle that happened in my soul when I finally understood that far surpasses that. And if you're in bondage today to depression, to sin, to shame, I have the answer for you, and His name is Jesus. All it takes is one touch. All it takes is you humbling yourself before Him and saying, "God, I can't do this. God, I need you." And He can make a way where there is no way. With God, with man, this is impossible. With God, all things are possible. I hope this encourages you today. Seek the Lord while He may be found. You may have to give some things up, but what you get in return is far greater. He promised us life and life more abundantly. Not health, wealth, and prosperity, but spiritual prosperity. Knowing Him. That is the ultimate goal. That is where our life comes from. I love you guys. Have a wonderful day.